Well, good morning, everybody. It's the beginning of a new week. It is Monday, and I'm calling this Doggone Monday because everything I have for you today is about doggies. Now, if you know me, you know that I love dogs, and I am dying to get myself a dog. I want a little pug or something fun like that. So today is dedicated to all of you guys out there who have dogs, lucky, lucky you, to all of those who want dogs, lucky, lucky you, and to all of us who just appreciate dogs. So it's a Doggone Monday. So before we get started with our song, let's start with a story from Shel Silverstein's Where the Sidewalk Ends. And this is called Double Tail Dog. Doesn't that sound interesting? Would you like to buy a dog with a tail at either end? He is quite the strangest dog there is in town. Though he's not too good at knowing just exactly where he's going, he is very, very good at sitting down. He doesn't have a place to put a collar, and I'll admit it's rather hard to lead him. And he cannot hear you call, for he has no ears at all, but he doesn't cost a single cent to feed him. He cannot bite, he'll never bark or growl. Just scratch him on his tails, he'll find it pleasing. But you'll have to take him out for twice as many walks, and I'll bet that you can quickly guess the reason. And there he is. Let me show you. That's the double tail dog. Isn't that a little silly? I don't know if I want a double tail dog. I definitely want a dog with a head so that I can get snorkely kisses. That's what I love the most about dogs, snorkely kisses. Speaking of, let's get started with some snorkely hellos, shall we? Let's wave hello. Hello, how are you? Oh, hello. How are you? Oh, hello. How are you? I'm just fine today. I'm glad to see you here today. I'm glad to see you here today. I'm glad to see you here today. I'm so glad to see you. Okay, so because today is all about doggies, let's wag our tails, shall we? That's it. Make that bottom of yours go back and forth like you're getting a nice scratch behind the ears. Let's wag our tails. Here we go. Wag your tail from side to side and wag your tail from side to side. Wag your tail from side to side. I'm so glad to see you. And you know what? Why don't we get our voices warmed up? Howl! Here we go. Howl! 1, 2, 3, and howl! Along with me and howl! 1, 2, 3. I'm so glad to see you. Okay, why don't we do what doggies do best? Roll over. Can you roll over? That's it. You might have to get down on the ground to do this. Let's roll over. Roll on over and then play dead. Roll on over and then play dead. Roll on over and then play dead. I'm so glad to see you. That's me playing dead. Oh, let's do that. Let's stick out our tongues. Go. You know, the doggies like to do that little pant. Here we go. Stick out your tongue and pant, pant, pant. Stick out your tongue and stick out your tongue and I'm so glad to see you. Now, you know what? I don't know many doggies that make funny faces, but we could maybe make funny faces like dogs. So let's make a pug face. Make a funny face as funny as you can. And droopy dog. Make a funny face as funny as you can. Snippy dog. Funny as you can. I'm so glad to see you. That was a yippee chihuahua, the last one. They're not my favorites. Hello, how are you? Oh, hello. How are you? Oh, hello. How are you? I'm just fine today. Now, I know I just said that chihuahuas are not my favorite dog, but that doesn't mean that I don't like them. They're just not my favorite. Everybody has different likes. Some people like little dogs. Some people like big dogs. Some people don't like dogs at all. That's okay. But today is all about doggies. And I want to start my first story for you, and that is from Epic's series. It's called The Magic Words, and this is by Anna Prokos and Hector Borlasca. So this is called The Magic Words. The Magic Words by Anna Prokos and illustrations by Hector Borlasca. Let me just do one little thing here. There we go. Let me show you that picture one more time. The Magic Words. Scram! Ruff, ruff, Scruff tells a flea family. He scratches, he kicks, but the fleas won't move. Shoo! Scruff barks at the fleas. He bites, he tugs, but the fleas won't move. Can you see those fleas? There's some funny looking fleas, aren't they? Two stray cats laugh at Scruff. Look at what the cat dragged in, one jokes. Ruff! I'm having a rough day, Scruff barks. These fleas are hounding me. Do you want to know the magic words that will help the fleas listen? The cats ask. Hot dog, says Scruff. I'm all ears. Say please to the fleas, one cat says. And thank you too, meows the other. Those words work like magic. Scruff gives it a try. Ruff, ruff. Please, fleas, will you get off me? He asks politely. Pretty please? Check out those fleas. One by one, the fleas leap off. Hop, hop, hop. Scruff is surprised. Oh, thank you very much, he says. That was perfect, says one cat. You are the cat's meow, the other purrs. Scruff is proud of himself. Doggone it, he howls. Roar, roar, roar. I did it. Thank you for your help, Scruff tells the cats. Those words are magic. The cats are pleased with Scruff. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? They meow. Meow. And that is the story of the magic words. There he is. He's a cute little dog, isn't he? He's kind of fluffy and scruffy. Wouldn't it be nice if fleas would leave that easily, if you just said, please, please, please? But we know it takes maybe a bath or two to get rid of them. Okay, I want to sing you a song about being a dog. And it goes like this. I'm going to need your help a little bit, because you get to howl with me. Ready? Here we go. I want to be a dog. I want to wag my tail. Chase cars, knock over garbage cans, bark the lady who brings me the mail. Oh, I want to have run after sticks. Moon is gonna make me howl. Oh, I wanna be a dog. I want a big wet nose. I wanna run down the street, get mud on my feet, wipe it all over your clothes. Oh, I wanna have dog breath. I wanna learn how to growl. Rah. Scratch fleas and ticks, run after sticks. Moon is gonna make me howl. Oh, I wanna be a dog. I wanna lie around. 'Cause getting human these days is getting pretty crazy. Just wanna be a hound. Oh, being human these days is getting pretty crazy. I just wanna be a hound. Ow, 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 ow. I definitely want to be a dog. All right, you guys, I am going to read you one of my favorite all-time stories, and it's by one of my favorite authors slash artists. His name is Dav Pilkey. He does, like Shel Silverstein, he does the stories and he does the pictures, and they're amazing. And here's the thing, this story is made to be told at Halloween, but it's such a good story, and hopefully we will not be stuck in our houses in Halloween time. So I want to share it with you now, and it's called The Halloweiner, and it's by Dav Pilkey. Dav Pilkey is a great storyteller. He has many, many books. You should definitely check him out if you like this one. The Halloweiner. And I know it says it's for Halloween, but you know what? Halloween can be any time, as long as we're imagining it in our heads. Let's get dressed up and be dogs for Halloween, shall we? Dav Pilkey, The Halloweiner. Once there was a dog named Oscar, who was half a dog tall and 1.5 dogs long. Because of his unusual shape and size, all the other dogs made fun of him. Wiener dog, they called him. Oscar did not like it one bit. Oscar's mother was no help either. Every morning when the dogs walked off to obedience school, Oscar's mother stood in the front yard waving and calling, "Farewell, my little Vienna sausage." And all the other dogs laughed and laughed. Looks like the cats are laughing too. Most of the time, Oscar was upset by all of this, but not today. Today was Halloween, and Oscar was thinking about all other things. All day long at obedience school, Oscar daydreamed about Halloween night, trick-or-treats, and scary costumes. When Oscar got home, he dashed upstairs to start working on his scary Halloween costume. But when he got to his room, a surprise was waiting for him. "Happy Halloween, my little sausage link," said Oscar's mother. "I made you a costume to wear for trick-or-treats." When Oscar saw the costume, he nearly fainted. It was a giant hot dog bun, complete with mustard, and guess who was supposed to fit in the middle? You got it, Oscar. Now, Oscar did not want to hurt his mother's feelings, so he decided to wear the silly costume. Aww. That night, all the dogs on the block gathered to show off their costumes. Everyone was looking quite scary. Then Oscar showed up, looking quite frank. the dogs saw Oscar in his silly costume, they howled with laughter. Oh, look at Oscar, they cried. He really is a wiener dog. Oh, poor Oscar was so embarrassed. Wiener dog, laughed all the other dogs as they ran off to go trick-or-treating. Oscar tried to keep up with the other dogs, but his silly costume kept slowing him down. All night long, the other dogs hounded every treat they could get their paws on. So by the time Oscar got to each house, there were no treats left. Soon trick-or-treating was over, and the dogs walked home past a spooky graveyard. Suddenly, a horrible hissing sound filled the air. The dogs stopped dead in their tracks. Then, out of the graveyard rose a ghastly monster. The dogs screamed for their lives, and they dropped their treats, and they jumped into a nearby pond. Can you see the monster? Right there. The monster moved closer. Oh, please don't eat us, cried the dogs. The monster yowled and hissed. Boo-hoo-hoo-hoo, sobbed the dogs. The monster jumped up and down. Somebody shave us, shrieked the dogs. Just then, somebody showed up. It was Oscar. Because Oscar was so short, he saw something that the other dogs did not see. That's no monster, cried Oscar, and with a loud "Ruff, ruff, ruff," Oscar waddled to the rescue. Oscar chomped and tugged with all his might. And rip! There in the moonlight were a couple of ornery cats. Help! cried the cats. We are being attacked by a giant frankfurter! And they ran off screaming through the graveyard. The dogs in the pond had seen this whole thing, and now it was their turn to be embarrassed. We've been chased into the pond by a couple of cats, they moaned. But Oscar was a true friend, and he leapt into the water and he swam out to the dogs. Oscar's silly costume made a wonderful life raft, and the dogs climbed up. All aboard, Oscar called, and he dog paddled back to shore. When they got back to dry land, all the dogs shared their Halloween treats with Oscar. And because Oscar had been so brave, the dogs changed his name from Wiener Dog to Hero Sandwich. And from that night on, nobody ever made fun of Oscar again. There he is. Happy Halloween. And that's the story of The Halloweiner by Dav Pilkey. Now, this next song that I have for you uses the word doggy, but it's actually not talking about doggies. When we think about dogs, with their little perky ears or their little floppy ears and all the various sizes. No. This is actually talking about cows. But because it says the word doggy over and over and over again, I thought it would be a fun song to sing. So understand that when I say doggy, I'm not talking about a cow. I am talking about, I'm not talking about a dog. I'm talking about a cow. That's what I meant to say. So we're talking about cows, but we're going to use the word doggy for cows. It goes like this. I was out walking one morning for pleasure. I spied a young cowboy come riding along. His hat was thrown back and his spurs were a-jingling. And as he approached, he was singing this song. Here comes the word. Yippee-ki-yi-yo, get along, little doggy. It's your misfortune and none of my own. chuck wagons, head all those doggies down the trail. Yippee-ki-yi-yo, get along, little doggies, it's your misfortune and none of my own. Yippee-ki-yi-yo, get along, long, little doggie, you know that Wyoming will be your new home. It's whooping and yelling and driving the doggies. Oh, how I wish that they would get along. Whooping and punching, get along, little doggie. You know that Wyoming will be your new home. Whoopee-tie-yi-yo, get along, little doggies. It's your misfortune and none of my own. Whoopee-tie-yi-yo, get along, little doggie. You know that Wyoming will be your new home. Let's do that one more time. I had a little trouble with the chords there. Let's try it one more time. Here we go. You can sing with me. Yippee-ki-yi-yo, get along, little doggies. It's your misfortune and none of my own. Yippee-ki-yi-yo, get along, little doggie. You know that Wyoming will be your new home. You know that Wyoming will be your new home. Well, that leads us to our last story. And I want to read you a story from When We Were Very Young by A.A. Milne with, he calls them decorations. I was about to say illustrations. With decorations by Ernest H. Shepard. And this one is called Puppy and I. And for anybody who has a puppy, you know that they are a lot of work, but they're awfully cute, aren't they? I'm not sure I want a puppy. I think I want a dog. I think I want a grown-up dog. Puppies are a lot of work. I met a man as I went walking. We got talking, the man and me. Where are you going to, man? I said to the man as he went by. Down to the village to get some bread. Will you come with me? No, not I. I met a horse as I went walking. We got to talking, horse and I. Where are you going to, horse, today? I said to the horse as he went by. Down to the village to get some hay. Will you come with me? No, not I. Show you that pictures. I met a woman as I went walking. We got to talking, the woman and I. Where are you going to, woman, so early? I said to the woman as she went by. Down to the village to get some barley. Will you come with me? Oh, no, not I. I met some rabbits as I went walking. We got to talking, the rabbits and I. Where are you going in your brown fur coats? I said to the rabbits as they went by. Down to the village to get some oats. Will you come with us? Oh, no, not I. And there he is talking to the woman. And there he is talking to the rabbits. I met a puppy as I went walking. We got to talking, puppy and I. Where are you going on this nice fine day? I said to the puppy as he went by. Up to the hills to roll and play. I'll come with you, puppy, said I. I think he just wanted to play. What do you think? So that's the story of Puppy and I from A.A. Milne's When We Were Very Young, with decorations by Ernest H. Shepard. Well, if you can believe it, doggone it, our story time is over. So let's say goodbye. But I will be back on Wednesday with some more stories. I don't know what the theme will be, but it'll be something fun. And I hope that you will join me. Thank you for inviting me into your household today or onto your device. And let you know, I will see you soon. So let's sing goodbye. Goodbye, Eli. Goodbye, Lily. Goodbye, Brett. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, Charlotte. Goodbye, Maya. Goodbye, Isabella. everybody. And let's do a little high five. And there's one for you. And if you would like a hug, here we go. Take one hand, put it on a shoulder. Take the other hand, put it on the other shoulder, and squeeze really, 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 really tight. There's a nice big doggy hug for you. Have a great day, everybody. I will see you soon.